So why is Democratic Congress failing? Here's what it comes down to: leadership. Inside of leadership development, and I've taken years of study and taught people leadership for years, what you have to do is have a core message, stand behind it, and be able to build trust with people to follow you. And that's been a problem, especially in the Senate, where you have Chuck Schumer, who's going off and taking another 9 people and goes rogue and goes after, supporting the bill, which leads up to the big, beautiful bill. If he had fought back then, we might have more concessions now. Here's the other thing. On the Hakeem Jeffries side, he's too damn nice. The guy is nice. He brought boxing gloves to a gunfight. He was not ready. He would have been perfect for Kamala Harris's campaign, but he is not perfect. He ain't built for this. He ain't built for this gangster stuff. Even though he's from Brooklyn, he ain't built for this. He don't have that. He don't have that edge. That edge that say Crockett has. She's got the edge. He don't. He's a nice guy. But here's another thing, speaking of Hakeem Jeffries and Crockett. Do you know he's blocking her for the Oversight Committee and not supporting her? Think about that. Now, we're doing this again when Nancy Pelosi did the same thing to AOC. And when she was on the Oversight Committee. But Crockett is a no-brainer. She was co-chair of that Oversight Committee. And the guy that died, unfortunately, he was chosen by Nancy Pelosi and backed by Nancy Pelosi over AOC. And AOC would have been the main person you should have had. The Oversight Committee does investigations. They're covering up something on the Democratic side as well. I noticed because I worked in Kamala Harris's campaign, and afterwards in November, I was seeing people vote for things that were Democrats they shouldn't be voting for, including some of the biggest Congress people out there. I mean, they're voting for, laws that just doesn't make sense, like supporting a law where a president, and this is after Trump has been elected, supporting a president, hear me out, supporting a president, the idea of a president being able to remove a nonprofit's exempt status and call them terrorists. Now, here's the problem with that. This is Trump we're talking about. Everybody is a terrorist. Anybody who's against him, they're a terrorist. So that's the biggest problem we're dealing with. And you got these guys who are supporting this nut job thinking. So now you have people who are not voting in our best interest, and they're earning $174,000 base salary, not to include their budgets, their campaign. They got power and a lot of money. A lot of money. And here they are doing this stupid stuff. And here we are, like, what happened? Their messaging wasn't on point from the beginning of Trump administration. Hey, Hakeem Jeffries said, I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever it is to work with the other side across the board. What? Hold on. Do you know who this is? I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't think they grasped how serious this was, and they couldn't pull their messaging together. It's been 22 weeks since I record this. Both Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer need to be out of here. They got poor messaging. They are not ready. They were ill-prepared. GOP came in like gangsters. They were prepared. Democrats were not. There was only 2 core things that they did right. Promote this bill recently as something that's going to cut everybody's benefits and give tax breaks to billionaires. And 2, when they went down to the departments, and when Elon was in there saying, hey, let us in. Because that's going to bite the GOP back in the ass big time. But the second thing we need to look at, and that's what we need to focus a little more on and zone in on, what is it, hear me out here, what is it that we can do to recognize them individually and support them individually versus as a group? Because as a group, they're weak. They're weak. They're doing very, like that whole thing at the State of the Union where they're holding up signs, we disagree. No, that was weak. They look like the coyote from the Roadrunner cartoon. Ouch. Acme. Oh no. Get out of here. And then you had Cory Booker doing that thing on the steps, and a lot of people hated on me for that. Ooh, they hated on me. Oh, Cory's doing something. No, he's not. He's a senator. He's a sitting U.S. senator, one of only 100 senators in this country. He should have been doing what Bernie and AOC were doing. Go out to all red states and arm all of the red states with a way to contact and go after their people. Seriously, grab indivisible.org and moveon.org and go out there. Go for broke. That's what he should have been doing. Forget that talking on the steps. They are not ready with their messaging. They do not have the leadership. And then notice, look at the past videos of him sitting on the steps. Look who wasn't there. I didn't see AOC. I could be wrong. I didn't see Crockett. I could be wrong. They're not working together. They're not feeling each other. They're not. And hey, understood, but if they can't cohesively work together, then they can't cohesively work a message out there to fight. That's the problem. That's the problem. They're not organized. The real question is, how organized could they have been for the No Kings Day? I know some of them were showing up in their different areas, but how could they unifiably shown up and support the No Kings Day? How can they unifiably show up with Indivisible? Because see, Indivisible was sending, indivisible.org was sending, big shout out to Leah and Ezra, they were sending out tons of content to millions of people to reach out to their Congress. And at one point, it leaked to the press that the Democrats were getting frustrated at all the pressure they were getting. It's like, yeah, damn right you are. $174,000 a year, you need to be doing something. What could they have been doing? Well, here's an idea. Other than reaching those red states, that's very important. And you go to the red states not to promote democratism, leftism, bluism. Just go and they say, listen, I know I'm a Democrat, you are Republicans, but let me tell you something. This is your strategy to get out to each and every one of your Congress and reach out to them, because we all get 2 senators and 1 congressperson. Here's how you reach them. Here's what you should be doing. Here's what you should know. I don't want nothing from you. You're Americans just like me. Let's save hospitals. Let's go. Let's save veterans benefits. Let's go. They do that, we would be, man, that's what they should have been doing. But they didn't do that. What could they have done? They could have, and when Indivisible sent millions of calls their way and people showing up, they needed to have a ready list. Like, yes, I know, and this is what we're doing to fight it. By the way, here are the numbers of the key Republicans who barely won their election and who have midterms coming up. Here's who you need to contact. I would have armed them. Every single congressperson, make sure their office was armed with a list of Republicans they need to call and talk to, and then let them know what's going on. The other thing I would have did is, as Hakeem Jeffries, is I would have been the one doing Zoom calls every week, twice a week, letting them know what's going on, what's with the fight, and what we need with them. That's what I would have been doing. They didn't do that. They could have did it. They didn't do that. They're not working, obviously. Here's the good news I want to break down to you. We do have Democrats on our side, and in the next video, look for the next video, I'm going to tell you who the Democrats who rock, who really rock, who the real Democrats are. So get ready for that, and make sure you join my Diamond membership on YouTube, because I'm going to have Diamond membership. I'm going to have special membership content relating to this. It's only $7.99. You can go to the homepage on YouTube, click the button. But here's the other thing you can do. Clarity Group. You want to get all my Diamond YouTube videos for free? Join the Clarity Group, and you can talk with me directly 24/7. Email me, ask me any of your concerns. If you got benefits, your freedom, your money on the line, it's worth the investment. What's the investment? Well, when you go to the homepage and you click through, you'll see the page with my video. You click the join, and you got 2 options, $20 a month, or I got a sale right now for $100. You can be in for the whole year and be locked in forever. If that's not something that works for you, I understand, but I created the Diamond member group just to make it easy for you. Last note, speaking of, coming after your money, they're trying to come after your benefits, come after your money, right? People been wondering, well, what do I do? I haven't had a job in 20 years, I'm proud to say. I get on here, and it's not that I'm talking politics. This is all new in the last 6 months. I've monetized this. The real thing I've done is branding, marketing, because I love it and I talk about it. But you could talk about anything that you know. Did you know that? And I got a thing called the Moneymakers Group. And right now there's a sale there. You should get the sale. The sale is you can either get in at $10 a month. It's normally $50 to $100 a month. And you can get in, or a year, at $50 for the year and lock it in. That's normally at least $297. Get in and connect with me and get more out of this. And again, in the next video, I'm going to tell you about the real Democrats.